This is a new, this is a new series called the Bible Lesson Series. And there's several booklets in here. There are 2, 4, 6, 7 books in here, $1 books, and that's $5 also today. Okay,
a little pamphlet, free. The whole round table in the back, where you register, there's a round table, and everything on there is free. This is one of the pamphlets that's back there, the person guide uses. You say, oh, I want God to use me. So this will explain some things about your life again, if you want that.
Okay, we have some DVDs. These are old classic preaching DVDs from the Bill Rice Ranch many years ago. Bonnie Rice, or Ted Camp, or Reed Condra preaching. And we have several of those back there. And these are just classics. They're excellent and good preaching and teaching.
Anytime someone wants to find out, where can I find a good Bible? Okay, we have several different ones back there, from this small one that's on $10 up to some larger ones, some giant print ones. So something that you can read. It's a King James Bible.
This is a DVD called Following Jesus. It is 4 lessons that have to do, there are 45-minute or 30-minute lessons that have to do with steps in following Jesus. It's by Ted Camp. It's a classic, professionally made many years ago. It's just done in a church. It's very, very good and clear for helping deaf people follow Jesus. I'll also say this. We have the 8 steps in following Jesus back here on the back. And we also have a website called follow8steps.org for follow-up for people who get saved.
And then a lot of interpreters are here. We have sign language books. A lot of deaf people buy them too. Say, I want something for my friend or for myself to learn signs more. We have several different dictionaries that are back there for that, as well as the DVD set and a booklet that goes with it.
Okay, Your Place in God's Plan is a new DVD. We have 2 brand new DVDs by Jim Braceland, just done here recently, and good preaching things. You'll enjoy those.
And a whole table of $1 booklets. Okay, they're all just $1, just quick topics, something that you can sit down and read in a half hour to an hour that really benefit your life.
Young Christian Readers Series, we've got some new books. This one is Jonah. Good for kids, but it's also good for deaf people who don't read English on a high level. If they read simple English, these are easier to read and a blessing to you people.
And a new set of DVDs on the lives of missionaries. 5 different missionaries that are back there. You want your children to learn, you want to learn about some lives that will really encourage your life and help your kids along that way too. Missionary stories. These have about a 30-minute, done as a cartoon, but then it has about an hour interview. People that knew that missionary or that have really studied their lives and can give you a lot of hints on how to become used of God.
Alan Snare, and you want to talk about this just briefly? He is the star in this movie. Okay? The star. You see Star? Come on, tell me about it.
Okay, this is about a man years ago, a deaf man, back many years ago. And he never went to school, did not have an education. There was a new pastor moved to town. The pastor witnessed to the deaf man, explained over a long period of time, and finally the deaf man understood.
Tell me the end. Tell me the end. I have to buy it to find the end.
Finally, he accepted and became saved. And then he made a cross.
Don't need to buy it. You told me the end. They don't need to buy it. I'm going to finish explaining. Go ahead.
It's about, he built a cross and put it on the roadside. And he stopped traffic, and there's a man there, and he showed him the cross from the Bible verses. And it was a little embarrassing, but the hearing person came and said, what do I need to do? And it was an emphasis about witnessing. And that particular man got saved and went as a missionary. This deaf man actually led people to Christ. And it's a good movie.
Okay, and then we have a series, the Christian Growth Series, lots of different
And the last thing we'll talk about today is this. This is good news for deaf people, and we have another gospel DVD back there as well. Who's the title for you? I forget. Of You, Good Person, You. We have that. And these were given out at special events. They're used in evangelism. And if your church wants to get like a whole stack of these, we can get them to you very reasonably priced. And you can use them in evangelism and witnessing to deaf people. If you go to the Mall of Georgia or whatever, you want to give out something that's good, solid material. It's got the gospel presented in 5 different ways on here, 3 of them in sign language, and then the other 2 in written format. So it's just excellent. And it also has other languages, with written languages, not other sign languages, but written languages. And it's just a great tool. And on this, Ronnie Rice presents the gospel all in gestures, with no sign language. It's really, really awesome. And several have seen it. I see people going, some deaf going, yeah. We've given out actually over 30, I'll say over 30,000, 36,000 I think, of these in churches and teams, evangelistic type teams have helped in giving these out. So it's a lot of them. There are a lot of them out there, and they're still just very, very popular. That would be helpful to you. And I think these are $3 each. You buy a bunch of them, or you buy 2 of them, it's $5. You buy a bunch of them, you give them 2. You buy a whole bunch of them, you give them 1. We wish we could just give them to you. That's it. She says it. Wish we could just give them to you, but you'll help us produce more literature when you do that. Great. Thanks.